The silence of a loud mind. Attempting to find the right words to say can drive you insane. How do you even actually find the right things to say at the right given moment? You just gotta let go and be free. Just have a good time, sit back and relax and just be your authentic self. Put so much pressure on yourself to do the right thing, say the right thing, apply for the right job, communicate as openly as we possibly can, learn as much as we possibly can, and yet we still come up short. That's the beautiful thing about life, constant improvement, constant sacrificing the things that you want, letting go of the things that no longer serve you in order to become the version of yourself that you aspire to be. That is the purpose of self-improvement. That is the purpose of life in my world, to constantly strive towards that goal, to have a level of discipline and the insanity to tell yourself that no matter how long this takes, I'm going to constantly show up. I'm going to put on my shoes, I'm going to put my socks on, I'm going to put everything that I need in order to accomplish this goal, and I'm going to get it done, and I'm going to sleep well, and I'm going to sleep with the feeling of fulfillment. That is the most crucial thing of becoming and stepping into the greatest version of ourselves, is to create such of a high vibration energy within us that nobody can take it away from us. This delusion that we put upon ourselves, and it gets so deep and it gets so intricate, because the more that you dive yourself into it, the more that you start to lose the old and be stepping into the new. But you also start to lose the people that you used to surround yourself with, and you start to gain more wisdom and you start to gain more friendships as long as you constantly put yourself out there. It's still cold out here, man. I'm waiting for the warm weather, dog. I'm tired of wearing this hoodie. I'm tired of my hands cold. I'm tired of being cold, man. This cold is not for the weak, bro. I've been staying inside, man. I haven't gone to the gym in like a whole month, which is crazy for me. I have been consistent in the gym for the past 5 years, man. And this first time ever in my life where I took a whole month and just slummed it out, I stayed in bed. I slept all day. I ignored text messages, I ignored calls, I watched anime all day, I watched movies all day, man, and it felt good, it felt good in the meantime. But what I start to realize within myself, and the things that you need to start to realize, we all need to start realizing, is how bad do you really want it? I'm such a bubbly guy, man. I really try to come on here and I really want to be real serious, I really want to get my point across, but I just can't help it to laugh or to smile, because I find humor in this journey that I walk and this journey that I express, for sure. Man. Never allow somebody to take your power away. Never allow somebody to make you feel small. Never allow somebody to make you feel lesser than what you know that you are. Stand on your beliefs, stand on your principles, communicate, be vulnerable. It's okay to be vulnerable. Put yourself out there, but never allow nobody to take your power away, because you are that version. You are that guy. You are that woman, You are everything under the sun. And you got to remind yourself that. You got to constantly remind yourself that, not with just words, but with the actions, When times get tough, what do you do when you're by yourself, When you're in a situation to where somebody is disrespecting you in front of the people, how do you respond to it? Do you respond with a judgmental and an aggression, that may lead to a deeper altercation? Are you willing to take that sacrifice and losing that friendship, Cause and effect, People innately and may not even realize that they are rude and nasty and just vindictive and manipulative. And it's us, for those who are constantly striving to be just good people, nice, generous, and giving back to those who deserve to be around energies like ourselves, that we have the responsibility to always maintain our level of peace, always maintain our level of respect upon ourselves, you know, because the world and the people within this world is going to constantly test you. Are you really how you say that you are? You post like how you say it. You post that you're this person, or you flaunt that you're this person at work, you know, and somebody's gonna, you know, and you may even, you know, but how you respond after constantly being knocked down is a really big thing that it shows character, and it builds resiliency within yourself. You know, make a decision and never look back. Make a decision and never look back. A little bit about me, you know, I find myself making a decision in my life, and I attempt to try to create this scenario in my mind that I am seeing how this person is responding based upon how I approach the situation. You know, I laid the law down, boom, you know, I may not know how that person may take it when they are away from me. My biggest thing that I constantly tell myself is that I can't control other people's responses, and I cannot even attempt to try to understand what they are processing and what they are thinking, because we have no control over that. The only thing that you have control over is yourself, how you respond, how you protect and constantly reassure yourself, and decide whether or not I am going to use my friends and family to reassure my beliefs and my actions, or are you going to take that lonely route, or that high vibrational route that you start to intentionally build, that I have this self-trust within myself. You don't need to rely upon anybody for reassurance, you know. You don't need to rely upon anybody to tell you that you are confident, you are handsome, you are beautiful. You don't need any of that at the end of the day, because if you constantly rely upon other people's validation, that's only like the frosting on the cake, you know. That's just the outer shell. The inner shell is you. The inner shell is your cake. You are the cake, man. You are the cake. So trust in yourself. Build that trust within yourself. Tell yourself in the mirror, you know what? I'm confident, you know, for real. I made a decision and I'm gonna live by it. I'm gonna take the consequences and I'm gonna respond accordingly. I'm never gonna fold. I'm never gonna bend. I'm gonna stand 10 toes on my business all day, you know. I'm never gonna allow nobody to ever disrespect me. And even if they do, I pray that I have the will to respond in accordance, you know, not to say it as you're going to lay over and just let people say what they want to say to you. You're gonna stand on that. You're gonna put your chest up and chin out and be like, look, I don't play like that at all. So watch what you say around me, because I'm not from this world, bro. And when you start like doing that wordplay, like it really gets like fired up. It gets that fired up, you know. You can say something real disrespectful, but you can say it in a way that's just like godly, you know. Don't play with me, for real. I'm not from this world. I'm not from this world. I'm a man on earth, but I walk in heaven. I'm a man on earth, but I walk in heaven, brother. So don't even play with me. So yeah, man, always stand toes, you know. Never look back. Never second guess yourself. Second guessing yourself and second guessing yourself, it is a poison to the mind. And it's a seed in your mind that you constantly water, whether you realize it or not. So when times are getting uncomfortable within yourself or within relationships of people, make sure that you take the time to actually understand what is actually going up here before I start to use other people as a reassurance or an opinion, because that's their opinion. Put yourself first. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. I'm telling you, put yourself first. Learn to protect your peace. At the end of the day, it's all about you. Yes, we have the friends, man. I constantly harp. Yes, we have the friends and the family. But at the end of the day, you are the one who lies in that coffin. You're the one who gets those flashbacks of life. Like, how did I live my life? Did I live it in accordance to me and God and my purpose? Or did I constantly like subside myself to make people feel comfortable around me? Even though you don't even intend to, you know, because we try to be so nice. Stop trying to be so nice to everybody. Donovan, you watching the video, stop trying to be so nice to everybody. But within that, you can't just walk around being an asshole. You have to learn you have to soul search, you know? You have to learn who you are, your character, your principles. What do you value in order to actually know how to stand on your business, or else you're just gonna get buckled and somebody's gonna expose you for what you're not. So stand 10 toes. Never second guess. You don't need anybody for reassurance. You have everything within you in order to experience the love and the gratitude and the appreciation that you ever desire is within here. You just have to be willing to take that time to separate yourself from everybody else and sit down with yourself and be like, you know what? It's all me. It's all me, baby. I'm gonna be good. In this video sponsored by, I'm just playing it. No, imagine though, bro. Hey, bro, I really want to get some money out of this, but the money will come though for sure. But definitely want to appreciate y'all for watching, man. Y'all watch the journey, y'all watch the growth. You know, I got a snowboarding trip coming up this weekend. Hopefully, it's 50-50 in the works, and stay tuned, man. Really want to get back on this camera stuff. Really want to get back on my mental fortitude and my strength. You know, I got weak, you know, I got comfortable, and I'm here to hold myself accountable. And I don't need nobody else to hold me accountable because I'm enough. And you are enough. So let's go. Get in the lab, Waste.